But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like, that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand he'll give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question bomber like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my nigga ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they soul not showing. I swear my flow how potent, how these hoes got open. And you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm one of your 7 victim hells free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses, but I give the masses. My whole all, there are no walls. I ain't kissing ass in the shit, and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars, the enemy, she won't call her. You didn't see her coming. People are screaming, running, baby, like babies, why they ain't needed nothing. Drive, horsepower, is Steven punching. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. Notice these is stunning. Ain't me like Jesus function. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wanna be. I eat a peanut buzzing. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bennett. Hello, Creighton.
Hello, Charlie.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I am. This is gonna be a podcast right here. Let me tell you.
A short one?
Not short. Just shit.
Oh, Chris.
Line I with the. Did you hear me say that?
He probably did.
Subbed for 12 months. Chris, I love you.
Oh, that's almost
Dude,
a year.
Chris, I hate you a little bit. Not because of any reason other than not for any other reason than you yelled at me last time. I didn't write anything. Yeah, always write something. I'm just upset. I'm upset because you are. Here's where this is gonna sound silly. I'm upset at you for being so loyal. He was one of the first 10 people to subscribe, and thus he has the first thing instead of the new sub badges. And I wanted to see the new sub badges.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, but if you type in chat, you'll have the new sub badge, or you'll have a sub badge. I think
I have
the
like the
little
basic
red
shirt.
No, you have the little red and pink one, the second one.
Why do I have the second one?
Or the third one? Because you've been sub before.
Oh.
So it
Wait,
stacks.
so how does that work? So if you're sub before and then you go unsub and you sub again, does it sub from the time that you does it do the badges?
No,
based
so
on
like
the
if
time
you
that
subbed 5 months ago for 1 month, and then you sub again for this month, you're a 2-month sub.
Okay.
Not a 5-month sub. It just stacks the months that you've paid for.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Well, that's
Yeah.
way more simpler than what I was saying.
It's not way more simpler. It is simply way simpler.
Simply orange juice.
Anyway.
Which is the best orange juice on the market.
Is it?
It's delicious. Unless, like, the closest thing would be, like, just freshly squeezed orange juice from, like, your grandma's house. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about, like, orange
No, I
juice
don't know what you
bought
mean.
from, what is it? What's the
I
Earth?
never knew my father.
What's the Earth, like, Earth store or Earth, like, something like that? Earthbound or...
Huh? No
it's like
idea.
some, like, vegan store that sells, like, the best produce ever.
You know what I'm talking Whole
about?
Foods?
Yes, exactly. Where was I getting Earth from?
I have no idea.
Well, either way, here we are.
It doesn't let me not have the first. It's okay, Chris. I'll always cherish the first.
Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. No, I was letting you take your photo. I forgot to do mine, and now we will be at the detriment of
Yeah,
the.
we're just never gonna get any viewers again.
Nope, never again. We missed one Snapchat. So it's all over.
Down here from here.
It's all downhill from here. You had something you wanted to discuss a few minutes ago.
Or the video that I saw?
No, the other thing.
Wait, you're gonna have to remind me.
The CW.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to talk about this, but I figured it's best to just get it out of the way early, take my medicine, get this shit over with. What?
Sorry.
What?
Snapchat's not letting me put the link. It's like, warning, this site looks dangerous. Note to using your information. Google What? This is the same fucking thing I use all the time. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm getting mad about one thing when I should be mad about something else.
What's the other thing you should be mad about?
What the? I'm throwing this down. So, anyways, Powerpuff Girls. There's gonna be a new Powerpuff Girls show.
I love how you went into that real angry. You're like, anyways, Powerpuff Girls.
There's gonna be a new Powerpuff Girls show. Like a new one, not like the one that was the reboot from 2016. Or was that 2018? I can't remember.
No idea.
A new
I haven't watched
show.
the Powerpuff Girls in 15 years.
And it's going to be a live action version that the CW is making that takes... Hold on, let me read it directly from the tweet so I can have it right here. If I can scroll up. All right. The CW has ordered the pilot for the Powerpuff Girls live action series. The series follows the trio as disillusioned 20-something-year-olds who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting.
That sounds incredible. I didn't hear that the first time.
I told you this.
I was mad that you said Powerpuff Girls at all, if I'm being for real.
This is...
Hold on, let me understand this for a second. We're talking some, like, totally spies Powerpuff Girls. Some fucking, like, 20-year-old Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Who didn't have a childhood. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like every other CW show. Every character has depression in some form or another. But it's like depression that gets cured as soon as they're in a relationship. So we'll see how this goes. If it was anybody else making it, I would be
Remember
like,
the shitty like
amazing.
boy Powerpuff Girls? The Powerpuff
You think there's
Boys?
going to be a callback to that?
Yes. They'll be main characters. They'll all be love interests.
I mean, and then I said to you the part about them crossing over with other old Cartoon Network shows.
Like Samurai Jack makes an appearance. Fucking.
Well, that one tied up. That one's already
Uno
over,
walks up from
Uno.
Codename Kids
You mean
Next
number
Door.
1?
Yeah, his name is Nigel Uno.
Oh yeah.
Nigel Uno. Number 4 was Wallaby something.
Yeah.
Number 2 was Hoagie. Number 3 was Cookie. Number 5, did she have a name or was she just number 5? I feel like she was just number 5.
She had a name.
Are you sure? Do you know?
They all had names.
I feel like number 5 was like the one that on purpose didn't have a name because she was number 5.
Yeah, she had a name.
You know that.
Yeah, I just don't remember what it was. I know for sure she did have a name because remember the classy like dude that was like her rival on the show always called her by that name because they used to be friends in kindergarten. Yeah. I don't remember people's birthdays, but I remember that plot line from that show that's like 15 years old.
Abigail Lincoln.
Yep.
Abigail.
Yeah, you remember the guy that was like British for whatever reason and always after like obscure candies?
The given name of each kid is a reference to his or her code name. Number 5 is Abigail Lincoln. The $5 bill shows Abraham Lincoln. Number 4 is Wallaby Beatles. The Beatles had 4 members.
Beatles, yeah.
Number 3 is Cookie Sanbon. Sanbon means third number in Japanese. Okay, now I have to know the rest of this. Number 2 is Hoagie P. Gilligan Jr. He is the second person in his family to have the name.
And Nigel Uno is one in Spanish.
Uno means one in Spanish. Each season in the series features one or more art shows. They are experiments in various artistic styles and thus differ significantly from typical episodes. Some examples of these would be the first season's Operation Codename Kids Next Door, Operation The Fly, Operation Point. An episode where no dialogue is spoken and the story is told through music. Oh, I remember that.
I remember that one, yeah. I remember the one with the kid who had like the monkey and the doctor with the lobster arm. Apparently that was like the very first pilot for Codename Kids Next Door, where the kids next door were actually like side characters in it, and it was going to be more like a SNL show where they were going to have bits and stuff. And the kids next door was like a bit.
Dude,
just
remember
launched
the
the whole
movie?
show. Which movie?
With his dad.
Oh yeah, that's
Bro.
Agent Zero.
Father being a good guy was the best shit that ever happened in that whole series. He was incredible. Day one enjoying the sub badges. No, that's not it. I need something better. Codename Kids Next Door was fire, bro. Codename Kids Next Door was so good. It really is like astounding to me how bad a lot of shows are now.
Yeah.
When there were so many, like not just great ones, like really
but like had
great
really
ones.
like a lot of thought put into them too.
Yeah, like a lot of like the shows they make now, especially like Disney shows, are just such like money grabs.
Gravity Falls was like the last good Disney show.
I suppose. Move your phone. I suppose.
What, you don't like Gravity Falls?
Well, no. I mean, I feel like I feel like it was barely Disney. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, I mean, you could say that, but Kim Possible. I want to say Kim Next Door, but Kim Possible was a pretty good Disney show that I wouldn't look at and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Disney. You know what I mean? What?
20-year-old YouTube prankster killed in Nashville while attempting fake robbery.
Wow.
That just sounds stupid. While pranks and other hijinks of that sort have long been fodder for YouTubers and other internet-savvy content developers. Why would they make that yellow? It's harder to read. Aiming to gain followers, the line between harmless fun and needless danger is no longer as obvious as it once was. In a recent example of pranking gone wrong, a 20-year-old was shot and killed in Nashville as he and a friend were in the midst of staging a faux robbery. It has been reported that on the night of Friday, February 5th, YouTuber Timothy Wilkes and friend approached a group of people outside of a shopping center with an urban air trampoline park.
What does that mean?
Approached a group of people outside of a shopping center with an urban air. Oh, the shopping center had. God, they worded that weird to me.
And what's the trampoline park?
It's like Sky High. It's like a trampoline park. It's
okay.
I guess. I mean,
or did he bring
Wilkes
a
and the
trampoline?
Wilkes and the friend were allegedly brandishing butcher knives at the time in the hopes of drawing out more horrified reactions for the video being recorded. The tactic apparently worked too well, and one of the faux crimes victims pulled out a handgun and shot Wilkes, who died of the gunshot wound in the same parking lot. Damn. According to WZTV Fox 17 in Nashville, shout out, the shooter in this incident was 23-year-old Daniel Starnes Jr., who stayed on the scene after the incident and gave his statement to police. While Starnes admitted to shooting Timothy Wilkes, he claims he was not aware that the two would-be robbers were only filming a prank video, and he reacted in self-defense when he pulled his weapon out and discharged it. At this time, no charges have been filed against Daniel Starnes and Timothy Wilkes' death, though an investigation is ongoing to make sure all of the facts are straight. It's unclear if Wilkes' friend, who also hasn't been charged with any crimes, is the one who claimed the robbery was intended to only be a prank. Damn.
That's a lot.
It's really sad. It is really sad, but it's also
like
really stupid.
Yeah, like that's
like,
totally avoidable.
It's super. Like, my favorite prankster on YouTube is Big Doss, 'cause he's fucking like he actually pranks. Like, that's not a prank at that point. Like, scaring people with fucking butcher knives should be a crime in its own right, whether you're trying to or not. Like, you shouldn't run up to people in public with butcher knives and expect to get anything other than fucking real fear. What?
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was looking at the Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Oh, okay. Dude, I don't know. Look, pranking is cool. It's fun to prank, but
there's a line.
There's a line. I mean, is there a chance that it's fake? Like, they're trying to imply right there that potentially it's a fake scenario. Like, maybe the guy was saying it was a prank just so he doesn't get in trouble, even now that his friend is dead. You know, like, who knows? Like, he's the one saying that. Like, I don't know. Play stupid games, get stupid results.
Yeah. If he already had a history of making videos like that, then I would assume that it is that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's easy to like go fact check and like be like, okay, he does stuff like this. Why would his friend lie about that? Now, if it's like
he's got one video where he's done this before, and then like it's been like months or even years where he's done another one.
Hold on, let's look him up.
That's what I was saying. We could probably pull it up and see.
The kid looks far from a robber. Yeah, that's a good point.
They
never do. It was Tom Wilkes, right? Tom.
Well, hell, I mean, I see Charlie in a dark room sometimes, and I'm like, God, he could be a robber. You know what I mean? But, you know, here he is.
That is not who that is.
It's not?
Hold on. What's his name again?
Is there any pictures? I don't see any pictures in this article. Oh, there's Daredevil.
Timothy Wilkes. I'm an idiot. Okay. Timothy Wilkes was killed in YouTube prank gone wrong, and Stoke twins face charges. Oh shit. Timothy Wilkes. I don't see his channel. If his channel was by under his own name, it's been deleted, is what it looks like, or at least taken off. Yeah, this kid did not look like a robber at all.
So wait, where's the picture of him? Do you see it?
I did, but I already exited. That's just so much work to go back, you know. And I don't want to show him right now. We don't know what this all is.
No, I'm talking about just me and you see it, 'cause I'm curious.
Well, if you and me see it, they'll all see it, 'cause that's how this works now.
Oh yeah.
Creighton, it's episode 157.
Yes.
You know what that means?
No.
Me either. You got think of something for
Oh,
157.
this guy? Oh.
Think of something for 157. Go.
The number preceding
salad
158, but proceeding
A
156.
salad.
Damn, that's fucking sad.
No. A salad dressing. No G. Dressing. A is 1 letter. Salad is 5. Dressing is 7. If you take off the G, it's dressing. A salad dressing. Episode 157. Episode 157. A salad dressing. There it goes. It rhymes and everything. I looked up 157 earlier, and it was just nothing but fucking whack ass things. So it's 157, guys. That means we're 157 episodes in the Shirts Off. That's what that means.
I said the number preceding 156.
You mean 158?
Preceding 158. Proceeding.
It's not proceeding. That's not what that.
Preceding.
No.
Proceeding.
It's not. That's not how that works.
So this guy went to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
I don't know. Did he?
That Timothy Wilkes.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I googled him real quick to see if it was the same.
I have no idea.
But the picture of the person who got shot and the picture of the people at the, was he a twin?
I don't know.
You're just not helpful today.
I don't know. It's not that I'm not helpful. I don't know. I don't know these people.
I mean, you read the story. Did it say anything about him having a twin brother?
I read the story to you. Did I say anything about him having a twin brother?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
YouTubers.
Listen, Creighton.
Yes. What's the weather like today?
In Augusta County, Virginia, the weather's cloudy. It's a whopping 38 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is, get this, 3%. That's one off of our boy 2%, who isn't here right now. Humidity 70.
Wasn't it 2% yesterday or something like that?
No, it was a week ago, but you know.
I said 2%.
2%.
He's not here today.
Dude, I woke up last night.
How did you feel?
I woke up last night at 8:45 p.m. I went to bed about 4 hours ago. I laid down for a nap and woke up now about an hour ago when you got here. We went to the store. Now we're doing the podcast. I am, let me tell you, running on some fumes. I wasn't going to make coffee, but I might fuck around and make some coffee now real quick. Just so I have some, you know?
Well, do some.
Do some coffee?
Yeah, make some.
Well, you talk to the people and say words about things.
You want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the day is?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, why did they use that picture of him? That's just, sorry. The Urban Dictionary word of the day is the FCC. And its definition is bleep 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 bleep.
Is it actually?
It's a paragraph of bleeps.
Bravo, Urban Dictionary. Fantastic. This is the content we sign up for here on the podcast.
That's wordplay right there. And it wasn't dirty at all. So there you go. What did she send me? Sorry. Kristen sent me a message out of nowhere saying we got to go to McDonald's. And I'm like, why? The UrbanDictionary.com entry has been edited by the FCC, leaving only what we feel is suitable. Thank you. Oh. There's a bonus word in here if you want to know what that is. Well, edited, meaning when someone fucks up. Is ing used by gamers as in-game? That's also
What?
a bonus in here.
Not me.
So
I've
sometimes,
never heard it.
let me guys give you a kind of a backstory on this. So sometimes in the middle of a definition, they'll have words highlighted that you can put your mouse on and see what they mean, just kind of like a sub-definition. ing is one of those, and edited is one of those. Also, UrbanDictionary.com is one of those. And so is entry. Also, this was put in here on July 7th, 2006.
Why did you say it like that?
That is old.
That is pretty old.
That's 15. That's almost
here we go.
15 years old.
Here is what
What is what?
your 1 year would look like as of right now, Chris. He was asking. He was asking what
he
the
wanted
1 year
to know
sub
what the
badge would
1
look
year-
like.
Yeah.
It'd be the first shirt, but with a blazer on.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Officially, welcome to the episode 157. We got
How far
all
in
the
are we?
formatted things that we did. I like the puppy. Thank you, Owe. That is legend. He is the
Oh, we're 25 minutes.
he's Alim's puppy from the episode 3 podcast, which we did earlier today, which was very fun.
Yes.
It was a good
Very,
episode.
very fun. I had a good time.
They were.
I wasn't here, but I was here.
He was here in chat, and because of that, holy shit, the shenanigans that were talked.
Yes.
It was very funny.
Feedback was here, and I
Jesse
just
was
talked
here.
mad shit.
Oh,
to
yeah.
him because he's never in our podcast.
Well, he's, not just a father, but he, runs a school system.
Wait, is he over a school district?
I don't know his exact job, but he does a lot for a school district.
It's hilarious.
Jesse's a bitch. You're a bitch,
That
Chris.
would be hilarious
you.
if he's over a school district.
He's very funny. He's one of my favorite people. He's a very intelligent person.
Did you see history was made today?
In what way? History's made every day.
The second impeachment went underway.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I
Today.
saw that it was happening, but I could not be bothered to watch
Yeah.
it.
I was confused in the beginning because I was like, and apparently this is a big argument a lot of Republicans have been making, and I'm not making this argument as a Republican. I just don't know. I'm not politically savvy. I don't know anything about
What
this. But
sorry.
I didn't know that they could impeach someone after they came out of office. Did you know that?
I did not.
So apparently,
Well, the impeachment is to stop him from being able to run again. That's why.
yes, but I didn't know that you could impeach before any of this happened. I didn't know that you could impeach somebody once they were out of office.
Well, it doesn't make sense not to be able to.
I mean, yes, but I've never thought about it. You know what I mean? I've just been
the president is
because
a baller and everything, but if on his last day, 10 minutes before the inauguration of the next president, he walked up and shot a little girl and killed her, the world isn't just gonna bat an eye and be like, well, he had, he was the president. You know what I mean?
He had a good run. He
had a good
ran
run.
a great economy.
He got to shoot that little girl. She
earned it.
deserved that death.
He really earned it.
He really earned that kill. That's not how that worked. He'd still be. They would still not just take him to court, but be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't hire the little girl killer
But they were talking
as our president next time.
They were talking about as I was getting ready for work today, and apparently, if the president burned an American flag, that would be an impeachable offense, even though it is technically freedom of speech thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird, right? And look, I'm not trying to get political.
The
with
shooting
any
of the
this.
little girl is fake news. Exactly.
I'm not trying to get political with any of this. I just learned a lot today about it that I didn't know, and I really feel like you didn't know. So I'm going to tell you it in a
I
big-headed
definitely didn't know
way,
that.
because now I know more than you. So
Okay.
I'm smarter and better.
You know more than me in this subject, sure.
So apparently they're trying to impeach him so that way he can't run again. And me and Baidez were
Crazy. So far, you've said everything I've said.
Me and Baidez
Who's the smart?
me and Baidez were talking about today, and I was like, I am convinced that him winning in the first place was just him making a bet with some of his friends, hey, watch me win this race. Haha, just kidding. And then he wins, and he's like, oh shit. So he's just been winging it for the last 4 years. And then all of a sudden a riot happened because he didn't know how to handle that situation. Now he's like, Yeah.
It was the best shot. It was so accurate.
But see,
No other shot has been so accurate.
but see,
That little girl had it coming.
but see, like his ego.
I heard her name was Karen. Does that make you all happy?
His ego would never allow him to admit that, like, he's just been winging it. So that's always been my favorite headcanon for that whole shtick in this past 4 years as a whole, as far as presidents goes.
I love that. I just love that, like, he will be the little nugget of comedy that always keeps. He's like the endless tap.
It will never not be funny.
Like what's gonna happen is there's gonna be one comedian that really, like, I'm gonna predict it right now. I know this is an original thought in this moment. I have not had this thought before.
Okay. He says, but he's regurgitating a YouTube video.
No, like for real. Like, there's no way.
Then what is it?
So many comedians. So it's the opposite of what I'm about to say. So many people is what I heard. So many people have said, like, in comedy, that they're just not gonna even go after Trump because it's too easy at this point, and there's so much to do. There's gonna be one comedian that, like, submits to that and has, like, a whole special that's about, like, little tiny things that Trump did that people don't realize he did, like, or they just, like, attack him for that. Like, they're gonna, like, you know, they're gonna go after him in all these ways because there's so many things he did that, like, every day he did a new thing that was so crazy that people forgot about. Good evening, guys. Hello, Josie.
Hello.
But I don't know. He
I
really is, again, the comedy gift that keeps on giving.
I will say this. I didn't get to see the Republicans' defense. I saw all the stuff that was leading up to, like, the Democratic side of things, going like, this is why we should impeachment, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I will say, they did a convincing job of making it look pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like,
he did a lot of dumb things.
And apparently his only argument is, like, you can't impeach me. I'm not president anymore. I'm a private citizen. And it's not holding a lot of water.
We'll see. I mean,
we'll definitely
the guy's got
see.
some lawyers. I don't know what. I mean, I have no idea. I have not watched it at all.
I'm curious to see how it goes because it's like the U.S. government versus Trump. You know what I mean? Like, the pockets are deep on both sides.
And because of him, his might be deeper now.
And I really do think that this is maybe going to lead to, like, another, like, political dynasty where, like, his sons and his daughter are definitely going to run.
They'll run, but
I think Ivanka could win.
You think Ivanka could, out of all those people,
Yeah.
you think Ivanka's the one that could win?
She could definitely. I feel like she could win. It has nothing to do with me thinking she's hot. I mean, you don't think Ivanka Trump's hot?
I've never looked at her for long enough to know. I don't know what she looks like. When you say Ivanka Trump,
Well,
I just
Google
see generic blonde
Google a picture
figure.
of her.
No, it's so much typing.
She doesn't really look like him at all, actually.
Yeah, she's probably not her.
She might be adopted.
He's probably not. Yeah, he's probably not the dad. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like he's
I think everyone's a little. I think the people who think that, like, just 'cause, like, Trump's the dad means these are gonna be good presidents. It's not. It's not how that's gonna work.
I think his sons will definitely run, but they both kind of look like assholes.
Well, Don Jr. will never be president.
Why
as much
that?
as because he has just been attacked viciously and probably did some crimes, apparently.
Really?
I mean, apparently.
What did he do?
Thank God she doesn't look like him. I don't know. I just, in terms of the news, like, it looks like he's going to jail.
Never mind.
Like
She does kind of look like him. I see it. It's the nose.
It has seemed like he's going to go to jail for the last, like, year and a half. So I don't know. That's what. Again, that's just the news regurgitating. That's me regurgitating the news back to you. So
yeah, no.
Probably
I mean,
wrong.
But,
I
like,
don't know.
she definitely looks like the type that could, like, win president and pull it off. You know what I mean?
Looks like the type.
Yes. Then again, I'm looking at a picture with her with an American flag in
Looks
the back.
like.
No, come
you
here.
know
I
what
mean,
that-
like, for real, Google pictures of her and you tell me what you think.
Creighton, I'm not judging the president, the future president, on. They look like they could be a president. Let's hear what they have to say a little bit first.
I mean,
you
I'm
fucking
being
buffoon.
serious. When I saw Trump was first running,
You know what I see when I see that woman? I see a president. I see not just a president. I see someone who could be the president and do a good job at it.
I don't mean like
because
she's
a good
job.
She's pretty, and there's an American flag behind her, and that's all I need. I need an American flag behind my pretty lady. Boom, president. What is wrong?
Wait, how old is she? Like how?
She's probably
how old do you have to be to run for president?
35,
She's
34,
got 6
35?
years to that, bro. What? There's no way she's that old.
29? Yeah.
Nah.
He's fucking
She
74.
looks like 30 something.
Well, she's 29.
Huh.
So that's a mean thing to say.
No, I didn't.
You
mean
fuck.
Shit, I was thinking 45. Oh, so she's more like okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. She looks like in her 30s.
Oh, she's 39.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. Look at a fucking picture of her. You're sitting there like, well,
So she is eligible to be president then, I think. Because I think 35 is the age you have to be. Here, hold on.
Well, we have Google.
Let me look
Just
it up, yeah.
Google.
Fucking laptop. Laptop. This is a keyboard. How old? No. Do you have to? There it is. It's like the first thing on Google.
Well, it heard us talking about it.
Yeah, that's for sure. According to Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, the president must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, be at least 35 years old, and have been a resident of the United States for 14 years.
Well, there you go.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, but I think the age should be 50, not 35.
Well, there you go. I put a picture of her in the Discord, so that way you can look at it, Charlie.
That's you know how much clicking that is?
You want me to put it in our private thing?
No. Let me see. She looks scary.
Right?
I
but
hate
that's
that
the part
picture.
that I'm like,
That's such a bad picture to make me think that she's gonna be a good president. She looks like a fucking.
I didn't say
She looks like one of the. You literally said a good.
I said
you
pull
said
it
the
off.
words good.
I said pull it off. Doesn't mean good.
What do you mean pull it off? What
Like
does
as
that mean?
in get
like
in
a
there.
Band-Aid?
Like technically Trump pulled it off. Like he got in there and was president for 4 years.
Atlanta Racers 2024. I agree.
Wait, there's a Discord.
She looks like a fucking
somebody dropped the link for the Discord. I think it's like what?
exclamation point Discord. She looks like fucking. She looks like one of the wives from Handmaid's Tale. Like she looks like one of these fucking women who's gonna use another woman to have a kid. It looks ridiculous. It's crazy.
There you go, Josie.
It looks ridiculous. It looks nuts. Yeah, I wasn't eligible this election, or I would have ran. Right.
Oh,
right.
I could run.
No, you can't.
Why not?
'Cause you're not 35.
Not yet. I got some time. Wonder why it's so late. Like 30. How old was Obama when he ran?
Like 40.
And how old is he now?
Well, let's see. How old is Obama? How old is
Because he was
Obama?
like,
He's 59 now. So, it's 2021.
he hasn't been
He
president.
won the
for
president in
4
2008.
So that's
Do some real quick math, my
13
friend.
years ago.
13 years ago. So how old would he have been 13 years
He's
ago?
59.
Yeah.
He's older than, huh? I didn't think he'd be older than my mom.
46.
46. No offense.
I wasn't
Mom.
waiting anymore. I was you were taking too long to do math.
Huh.
He was 46 when he ran.
He looked a lot younger.
You can run for representative. I almost did. No shit.
What were you running representative for?
House of Representatives for South Carolina.
Why didn't you run?
100%. You want to know the real reason?
Right.
Laziness. I didn't do it. Mike wanted both of us to 'cause the seats were open and uncontested, and we could have just had them.
Really?
They go uncontested a lot here. Like a lot of some. We don't even have some sometimes. Well, like it's according to my like I
Is
might
somebody already in those seats or like?
I have no idea.
I'm running. I want to run for that.
You should.
This for the state house in South Carolina. Is that for the state house in South
I
Carolina
don't know.
or like the D.C. House of Representatives?
That's a real good question. I don't know.
Charlie.
I don't know anything about it. Mike was just like, dude, we should do that. I was like, why? He said, I think we get like $3,000.
Oh, that's nice. I could use $3,000.
He was like,
And
yeah,
you get your own license plate too.
I have no idea. I'm sure you do.
There's a lot of House representatives who get that.
Do they make them from mopeds though?
Imagine like
Imagine walking around
pulling
like,
up in a moped.
I'm like, yeah, I'm with the House of Representatives, like on my fucking moped, like a nerd. Plus all the under the table kickbacks. Exactly.
what would be the under the table kickbacks? I
Real
feel
good-
like
that's
if
a real good
anything-
question.
If anything, you'd have like a side office. Like you're not that important because you're like in the state House of Representatives.
Well, I mean, you don't like go into work. You kind of like just make phone calls and shit.
Imagine how many criminals would be calling you just to get pardoned off of shit.
That's not how that works, Creighton.
Yeah, that's
That is
exactly how
not
it
even
works.
sort of how that kind of works at
That's
all.
Exactly how it works.
Creighton, if I can become a House of Representative member,
How many people would you pardon?
Creighton, do you not understand what I'm saying? If I can do it, there's no way they have
Did I tell
pardoning power.
you? Did I tell you Joe Exotic from Tiger King was waiting to be pardoned by Trump at the end? Because you know how right on the way out, like they pardoned a bunch of people.
It was like 199 or something.
Yeah, something crazy, and Trump didn't pardon him.
Or fuck Tiger King. He didn't pardon Edward Snowden or Julian Assange,
Was he supposed
which
to?
he should have.
Who's Edward Snowden? That name sounds familiar.
Edward Snowden's the guy that, that more or less, not more or less, like totally, he told everyone that the NSA was like spying on everybody. Like he's the one that released all of that, like online. Like he just fucking flooded the internet with it, and then now he lives in Russia, 'cause he's not allowed in America, 'cause they'll like attack him.
Yeah, I remember that.
They'll like put him away forever. Like he's been on Joe Rogan's podcast like 3 or 4 times, like
just
from
like
Russia, like talking
video
over
call?
video call. It's nuts. Like they won't let him back here. And then Julian Assange is the guy that did WikiLeaks, and he lived in
He leaked off.
Was it
Hillary's emails,
Paris?
right?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember any of the specific things. I just know that excuse me, WikiLeaks specifically. Chris, was it? Do you know if it was Paris? Where was he? Hold on. He was in a. He lived in like the fucking consulate. Where did Julian Assange hide? Assange said the allegations were a pretext for him to be extradited from Sweden to the United States because of his role in publishing secret American documents. After failing in his battle against extradition to Sweden, he breached bail and took refuge in the Embassy of Ecuador in London in June 2012. He stayed in the London Embassy of Ecuador from 2012 until like last year. He was there for like 8 years, like just in the. He never left the building. 'Cause he wasn't like they were monitoring the building. They literally had people on standby waiting to like go in and get him for like almost a
They
decade.
can't just go in there.
'Cause they can't. Yeah, you're not allowed. Like that's how the embassies work. They're like safe havens basically. I knew it was down there somewhere.
Wow. And so, like, what? He left the building and they just got him.
No, they went in and got him eventually. I think, which is like.
Well, they must have got a warrant or something. Right?
Yeah, so like London had to be
like
a
a
part of it and go do it. It was a lot. Like
A lot of red
and
tape.
all he was doing was exposing, like some crazy shit, some criminal shit. And the government wasn't cool with it, so they grabbed him. Now he's like locked away, and fucking Snowden's banished to Russia.
Damn.
It's nuts. It's all just crazy. There's no extradition from Ecuador, which is why he chose that. And there you go.
There's no extradition from Ecuador. We should go hide out in Ecuador.
Imagine living in that one house for 8 years, knowing if you walk outside, you're getting fucking grabbed.
It wasn't like a house. It's like a building, right? Like
Well,
by
yeah.
the sound of it, like a pretty sizable building.
It's not that big.
Really?
No, it's just an embassy. Embassies are not like the biggest thing in the
Well-
world. Some embassies are huge. I mean, like United States embassies are probably gigantic. I don't know what embassies we have here, but there's some crazy ones. Snowden and his woman are having a kid. She moved there now too. Yeah, I think over time they had to build a shower and shit. Yeah, like they were literally holding him because they believed like that he was like he didn't deserve to go away. So like in the place they like built him a shower and got him a bed and everything. So he was living like he wasn't like fucking sleeping on the floor, but Like when they finally caught him, it was like a bunch of men carrying him out, and they had like fucking. He had like a big
Where's
beard.
he at now?
He's in jail somewhere. He's fucking locked away.
I see.
I bet he hasn't seen a TV. He hasn't seen anything in ages.
So I googled it, and it's a pretty big building. I mean, it looks like an apartment building, almost.
Yeah,
and
but
then
not a
the
big
picture
building.
of them taking him out, he's bald. So you're
Bald?
just wrong about all.
Does
of
he
that.
not have the big beard? That's what I just said.
No.
What?
He's like completely bald.
Huh.
I mean,
No, what are you saying? He's not
there's
bald at all.
There's a picture I have right.
You're looking at the wrong thing.
I'm looking at the wrong. Who's
That's him. That's him getting carried out of the consulate.
Damn, they beat him up, huh? Like
Yeah,
he's
they beat
got
the fuck
bruises
out of
all
him. Yeah,
all
they-
over his
they-
face.
They fucked him up a little bit.
Well, who's this bald guy that they've taken out of the embassy?
I don't know. I feel like you're looking at the wrong thing. Unless it's like way later and they've let him shave and shit.
What is this? The life of Julian Assange according to his... What?
Saviors, the people in
Yeah.
the embassy that were like just telling what happened.
So, like, what I'm looking at here is probably like a 12 by 6 office. Then he's got like a little room for a chair, a desk, and a skateboard.
Oh yeah, apparently he skated back up and down the halls.
Yeah.
Mm.
What an interesting life.
Interesting's one word for it. 8 years.
8 years of skateboarding.
8
Yeah.
years ago?
I bet he could.
8 years ago, I was 16 years old.
I bet he was doing some sick tricks on that board.
8 years. That's nuts. Think he learned a new language?
Probably.
He lived in the fucking Ecuador's embassy.
You think they got him like a PlayStation and some stuff, and he just became
I
like a
doubt
a
it.
gamer?
No, could you imagine? That'd be funny. It's like, oh yeah, well I leaked what your dad did, Jonathan. Like he just he like starts looking into like government officials' kids who play video games and start like going in there talking shit. I leaked that your dad was cheating on your mom, Jonathan.
You know who else is boning your mom, Jonathan?
You want to know? 'Cause I can tell you all of them. I can tell you their address. I can tell you when they're coming over later. I can tell you when they walk in the house and to leave. Look, one's there right now. Go look in the living room, Jonathan. Look in the living room, Jonathan.
Man, Jonathan, your mom has a thing for BBC.
Oh, Creighton, please.
And I don't mean the television station.
I hate you. The television station. Dude, they need to make Sherlock again.
Well, it's ended, right? Didn't
Well, so it ended, but it ended like kind of up in the air, like where they could like very easily do more if they wanted. I feel like it's the kind of thing that they'll do like way later, like in
a
like
Logan style thing?
like in like 10 years, they'll do like a. Now they're both like in their 50s, 60s. You know, 'cause how old?
He's kind of old.
How old is Benedict? He's got to be like at least 45 or 46.
He's up there.
Benedict Cumberbatch,
Cumberbatch.
Julian Assange.
How old is he?
I don't know. Age 44. Okay, and then what's homeboy? God damn it! Hold
He's
on.
in the office.
The original Office.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman.
Martin Nash.
Martin Freeman. Age. He's 49.
Oh, he's older.
So 44, 49 right now. So in 10 years, they'd be 54.
Did they make them
50.
gay, or was that just a Tumblr thing?
They did not make them gay in the show. No,
Okay.
they're not. Well, no. So John definitely isn't, and Sherlock, it's like
Up in the air.
he's not.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's like who knows for sure. That show is incredible. Did you watch all of it?
I've seen up to season 3, like all of season 3. So I haven't seen season 4.
Why? You have Netflix.
I do.
You should rewatch all of it. If you're gonna watch season 4.
we did that, remember?
Obviously not. You didn't watch season 4.
Mm.
I mean, you should rewatch
They're
it and
just
like
so
actually watch
long.
it. Yeah, but they're so good.
I mean, they're good, but they're just
Season
so
1,
long. It's
all-
like movies. Like each one's a movie.
The first episode and the third episode of season 1 are incredible. The first episode and
the second one's good too.
It's okay. This honestly, the second episode of the first 2 seasons were both like weak points for me. And then in the third season, the second episode's like one of my favorite episodes. The wedding. God, I have hiccups. The wedding episode is amazing. It's so good.
Anything was made by the Phantom and is strange to me to be honest.
Well, it's not strange. They were gay in the comics in the original books. Like in Sherlock is a gay character. That's why he says "My dear Watson."
Are you sure?
Yes, Sherlock Holmes is gay, and let me double check. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember ever hearing about
Maybe
that.
this is one of those things that the fucking internet told me, and I was wrong. Is Sherlock Holmes real?
I don't think Sherlock Holmes is real.
Well, I'm sure there is a Sherlock Holmes out there somewhere now. Let's see.
Come on, Charlie, you got this.
Is Sherlock Holmes gay according to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's writings? There's a tendency of people interacting with minorities who are not open about their differences, just assume they're a little odd, write them in stories, and then be baffled when people who know better realize these people are based on these minorities. A great example would be autistic people. Many writers have interacted with autistic individuals who don't disclose their condition, write them in stories, and then are surprised when people say, "Oh, is that guy autistic?" A great example is Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. The writers, he wrote Ritters, Writters. I hate this. The writers say he isn't autistic, and so does he in the show, but all of his traits are a textbook example of autism. Another good example are the 2 old women living together. This was usual in England for lesbian couples, but they hid that part of the people incorporated. They hid that part, and people incorporated their way of life into pop culture. Wait, who?
Well, it's just like in Coraline. You got the 2 old ladies who live
old
together.
women living together. Which 2 old women? In Big Bang Theory?
No, I think he just means that as a stereotype.
Oh, okay.
'Cause like in Coraline it's the thing, and then a couple other like examples is the thing.
What does this have to do with Sherlock? Well, he shares a lot of similarities with the odd bachelor trope, which is based on a large part of gay men. They rejected society's expectations about family, either lived a this is what he wrote, either lived a quiet life.
Closed off.
Okay. Or a hedonistic romp, lived together with other men, but not too many, and had passions that were deemed weird by the mainstream. Doesn't Sherlock match this description? This is why people think he might be gay. He is smack dab in the middle of a trope that was created based on mostly gay men. It's the same reason why people say the 2 old aunties who live together and have a nice little house with a few cats, think a.k.a. Coraline, might be gay. They are based on a trope about lesbians, or at least coincide with it, not coincidence. So I guess
he's not gay.
He's not like
he
canon
has the
gay.
tropes of a gay person.
See, so I guess that is the internet got me there. The internet. This is one
so
of those
there you
internet. What's the game where you say something
I
to
was about
someone?
to say, I feel like I would have like heard about this if he was
Kiki
gay.
143 followed. Thank you, Kiki.
Thank you, Kiki.
What's the game that you would say something to someone's ear and they'd say it to someone else and then telephone.
Yes.
It's like internet telephone. I somewhere down the line I was like, oh, Sherlock's gay because
Did you ever like purposely tell the other person the wrong thing during that game?
No, I hated
did.
that. You fucking bitch. You are one of those.
Just because like it's so easy to, you know what I mean? Like there's so much trust put in your lap, and I threw that right out the window. I didn't do it all the time. I only ever did it once.
Girl to Creighton. Pterodactyl. Creighton to boy. John Stamos.
Or
like what?
No. I would say John Cena.
See, the thing that made that game like it made it hard for you to do that on purpose would be that like at the end you have to say what you heard and say what you said. Because like everyone
but then I
would
would just lie about it.
That's just fucked up.
And then the person next to me would go, "That's not what you said." I'm like, "Man, you gotta get your hearing checked." Oh, I miss 3rd grade. That was a good time. Remember when we had to make peanut butter sandwiches or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and if you didn't do the directions just right, you didn't get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No.
That was a thing for my class. Let me tell you this.
What?
So
You didn't get one? They're not allowed to not give you
no,
food.
this is what they did. So one day we were told to bring in all the stuff to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Then write out the directions for making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then follow those directions to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The problem is, if your directions didn't say pick up the knife and use the knife to scoop out jelly and put it on the bread, you couldn't do that. So you had a lot of people who had the part where you open the bread and put the bread on your plate, and then nothing else. So, like, you could say put the jelly on the sandwich, but that wouldn't be...
But you can't use the knife.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be correct.
But neither would be using anything else.
So it was... You see now why I hated the school system from, like, elementary school.
The fucking... how the fuck...
We're learning that instead of finances.
I'm homeschooling my kids. Like, I might not be the best teacher in the world, but I'm better than the school system. I'm fully confident in that fact. You send me the stuff to give them, I will say, hey, that's what you got to learn.
The gay thing was... Oh, yeah. Sorry, we already
Yeah.
did that. My thing is, like, I never hear of anybody else talking about that. You know what I mean?
About what?
Like, about that happening.
The sandwich thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that ever.
Like, it happened. I remember it. 'Cause I was so
Maybe you
disappointed.
dreamed.
No. This happened. I know. I remember the people that were there. I will message them on Facebook to be like, hey. And we haven't talked in, like, 20 years. But, like, do you remember this thing happening? And they'll be like, yes. Like, you know, it's weird. And I'd be like, it's weird, right? They fucking deprived us of food. I didn't get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at all. They wouldn't let us make it. And I'm still mad about it. That's childhood trauma right there.
That's trauma. I mean, they're not allowed to not let you eat, especially if you bring food.
I'm going to message my friend Matthew because he was in the same class with me and be like, hey, do you remember this?
That is just fucking
depressing.
It's not depressing. It's depressing, but not for the ways of, like, why is it depressing to you?
Because I didn't get a sandwich.
Yeah, see, that's not why it's depressing to me. It's depressing to me because someone in the fucking U.S. education system thought, you know what a good lesson plan is? Get kids in a public school to bring a jar of jelly, a jar of peanut butter, and a loaf of bread to school. Let's get 30 kids to do that. So we just have...
Well, actually, I think she
30
brought
jars.
Now that I think about it. But we had to bring, like... we had to bring something. I can't remember exactly. I think there were certain resources provided.
Okay, well, that's not as crazy then. I was going to say, it's crazy if they want fucking 30 children, 20, however many children, to bring all the fucking
But I'm not sure
equipment.
what the lesson was from that.
I mean, it's about writing down
It's
instructions.
English
I mean, I get the
but
lesson, but, like,
there's
so many ways to do that without
Well, you
having
could
a
give
fucking
everybody
peanut
a
butter jelly
sandwich.
sandwich and making everything, like, gross. And you're talking about children. How old were you?
8.
Yeah, no, that's just not.
She could have given
Second and
everybody-
third grade are not the best times. That's not a good window.
She could have given everybody a sandwich, though. She had the materials. She could have made it all for us.
What happens to that one kid who does it right? They're just ridiculed for being the fucking nerd.
You know who did it right.
Who?
He was our valedictorian.
Oh my God. Will?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Will, you fucking nerd. I love you so much. You really would make the sandwich perfect. Nah, he probably has a fucking, like, cooking degree now.
I know.
That guy is, God, he's smart.
There was like a handful of people that did it right. And like I didn't, and I was depressed.
Should have done it right, bro.
I'm still just mad that I didn't get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I think it's just silly because it's like so easy.
Right? And that's what makes me so mad about it. It's not like it's a difficult task.
It's like, lady, I'm not here to make
But
instructions. You're here to teach me. Why am I trying to teach you how to make a sandwich?
It's like a trick question. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the feeling I was feeling that day. And the feeling I still feel now.
not being able, like,
Also, my parents were going through a divorce at the time, so it really wasn't helping.
the shit that like school focused on.
We didn't learn anything about finance
I was about to say, like,
or how to write checks.
I don't know anything about the shit I need to know in real life.
Yeah.
I still, like, I barely am capable of doing my own taxes. Mike has to help me, which is good
Who do you
because
do
he's
your
smart.
taxes with?
TurboTax.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
we
so, like, I have, luckily I have found a person to help me with taxes. I don't know anything about housing. I don't know anything about, like, fucking anything. I mean, you know, like, if you had to go get a new social security card right now, would you know how to do it? Like, with no internet?
Did you go to the DMV?
I don't know.
Pretty sure you go to the DMV for that.
I don't think you do, because we had to go, like, out of town to like,
Columbia?
I think Columbia, to like a big federal building, because social security cards are fucking hard to get. Like, they're hard to get new ones. Like, it's not even kind of an easy thing to do. It's like
What did you
absurd,
have to do to get it?
bro.
Did you already?
It's
have
been
to
a
have your
while. It's been like 10 years since I did, 'cause like all of our stuff
burned up.
burned up in the first fire, like not the first, like a fire like a long time ago. And was it the first fire? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. I wasn't born yet. How would all of our stuff?
Did
What
you
happened to our
lose it?
social? We might have lost. I can't remember. We had to get new birth certificates and new social securities made at some point for some reason. I can't remember. I know the reason we just lost. Like, I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the reason we lost them, like how we lost them. What are you doing? Why do you keep dragging the table?
I didn't. For whatever reason, my
you're
mind,
just like
this was another-
there's something there, and
this-
I'm grabbing it.
This is another piece of this table.
Yeah,
And I was just wrapping my foot around it.
yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. Then same shit, different canoe.
So,
But the point is, school didn't teach me any of that shit. The best thing school did to me that they, like, they fucked up was teaching me cursive. Like, and they only did that for like a year
and then it went
in the
away.
second grade. No, I still know. I can still read a lot. It's
I
just
can't.
when it gets really like thin, it's really hard for me to tell.
You know,
There's a lot of like filling in the gap. My mom had to get a new birth certificate for me 'cause of a fire that happened when I was a baby.
hi baby.
There you go, a baby. See, like, I just don't. I
There was
just don't know.
There was a kid that we knew that we went to high school with, and all he wrote was in cursive. You remember that?
No.
That was the other Matthew. The one that dated Carly briefly.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah. He wrote all his stuff in cursive.
Why?
I don't know.
It's weird. My
Yeah.
dad got a big giant shipment of stuff recently, and in it is like journals and journals. Like, it's like 4 or 5 journals that like are like this big when you stack them all together. And the very first page of the first journal is like it's like a what's the first paragraph of something called again? It's like the outline of what his diary is, and it's him saying he's addressing somebody. It was kind of hard to tell. It was like a specific name.
Was it all in cursive?
Yes, it was in very good cursive, like very well written cursive. The paper was really old, like it's dated from 1915.
19 what?
15.
Oh, like
It's 106 years ago. So it says something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing, "My dearest Creighton, I do not expect to come home for a long emergency alert."
What's going on?
Let's see. Casey, South Carolina, Amber Alert. Check local media.
Hey, I used to live in Casey.
No, I'm good. I don't want that. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
We're
So
here.
Pack up.
If
and
you're in
hit-
Casey, check the local news.
Yeah, Jet Local News, Casey. Shit.
Who is that?
That's the video Kristen sent me. Apparently
okay.
they're giving out Pikachu boxes now. For like, the kids' meals.
Do they have Pokemon cards on them?
I don't know. I didn't get that far into the video because we're streaming.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Shit. That Amber Alert scared the fuck out of me.
The letter.
The letter.
Yeah.
And it said, this is 1915. It says, luckily I have the forethought to write all of this down, but I'm going to comprise all of my experiences in this diary for ourselves and our following generations to come to be able to like look back on. And I didn't like flip through it to see how far the dates go, but like it's a big ass fucking journal. It's a lot. Cadence 2002 followed. Thank you, Cadence.
Thank you, Cadence.
God damn it, it's like it's hard for me to like read the thing. I have to look it up. But my dad is like keeping it put away for me for right now
want to
because
read that.
I want to read it too. If we do though, we're gonna have to like go and very carefully photocopy everything.
Yes.
Because I don't want to like I don't want to be holding it.
That's 100 years old.
It's
at least.
105.
At least.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is. There's no. Why would he date it differently?
We need to start a journal for the podcast. Like,
We have.
huh?
It's called our YouTube.
No. We need we can't photocopy this.
What?
We need Farrago to go through each video and
transcribe all of it.
Every
Well, I mean, I could just get hard copies made on hard. Like, if we get to a point, let me double check because I think you can do this on YouTube. Let
Wait,
me
you
make
can
sure.
get DVDs?
I mean, well, yeah, but I don't mean like. So I've deleted most of our VODs, like a majority.
Right.
Like we're down to like we have like 20 or 25 like VODs still on the PC, but most of them get deleted when in bulk whenever we get too big. YouTube Studio. Let's see. Move your phone. I hear it. Let's see. Where do I go? Content. Sorry, I'm just.
No, you're
Kinda.
good. I'm listening.
Can I? Options, download. So yeah, you can download each episode back to your PC, which is good. So everything on our YouTube, essentially, one day when we get to the point where like it's not a big deal to buy, multiple terabyte hard drives, we'll like straight up learn TV, all this shit, and just put everything we've ever done.
Did you know there's terabyte hard drives in DVD players?
What do you mean?
So, Kristen sent me this video the other day of this guy who went to Goodwill or something like that and just bought like a DVD player for like nothing.
$1.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Took it apart, took the terabyte out, like, erased the memory or whatever that was on it and put it into his computer. Now his computer has a terabyte hard drive.
Well, I need to look that up.
Yes, 'cause it was amazing. And I was like, that's insane that they're just sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's insane. That's really insane because that's insane. A terabyte? Why are they in DVD players?
Well, I guess to be able to, maybe for some reason they have to save some kind of something from the DVD in order to make it run. I mean, I don't know. I don't do technology. We should ask Matt. Matt would know.
That's an IT guy, though. I don't think he would know that. Mike would know.
Mike would know.
Mike knows fucking crazy
Maybe
shit.
it's the old Blu-ray players. I don't know. It was something that was like such a nothing thing that you see all the time. You know?
Yeah.
It was like a DVD player, Blu-ray player, maybe VCR. I don't remember.
The thing is, though, like, so many terabytes are so cheap now anyway. Like you can get them on Amazon for nothing. Like, you really can.
But I mean, like, nothing as in $1 or nothing as in like $25.
Nothing as in sometimes they go on sale for like, $5 or $10. So it's like, and you're already getting, you don't have to go and find a DVD player and know how to take it apart and salvage the hard drive and like get connecting
that's cool
different
to
wires.
know,
it is cool to know
like
that.
we could,
Let me
because
see.
we could potentially do that. I mean, like this shit we do all the time anyway.
Terabyte. Wait. External hard drives.
In DVD players, or are you just looking at the price of them?
I'm just looking up the price right now.
I'm gonna ask Kristen. Like,
Oh
hey,
shit!
like what was that?
'Cause right now, right now none of them are on sale.
How much are they like without the sale?
It varies. Oh wait.
Like, what's the lowest price that you see? Just like from
That's
the
why I'm
first
scrolling.
page?
So far, 44.
Damn, that's a lot of money, and that's a good deal if you're just like
I
it's
mean, yeah, if
worth
you just
learning
need-
how to do it.
Well, so most of these are like 2 terabytes. The 1 terabyte I see is $44.99, so really $45.
Mhm.
USB 3, 2 terabyte, $62. You know what? I take back what I said. They've gone up, if anything. Ooh, a Master Chief one.
There's a Master Chief terabyte.
It's literally just a. Oh wait, Seagate game drive for Xbox Halo Master Chief. So like it says it's for Halo, but I think it's still just for anything. Like it's still a USB. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's HDD.
HDD.
I don't know what that means.
That's double D.
Anyway,
I started playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, by the way.
do you like it?
I'm playing the story mode right now.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played
I haven't
online
even
yet.
touched the story mode.
So
I've just been playing multiplayer.
first of all, it looks amazing.
it looks so good.
Second of all, I installed it off the disc onto my Xbox, and now I just don't have to have the disc.
Yeah,
That's the first time I've been able to do that with a game on Xbox.
it's like I can't. I might be saying this wrong, but I think it's like certain games. Like it's not all games that do that. Some games still relied on the disc because I know PlayStation 5 is still gonna have that.
Well, it has that as an option.
Yeah, you can buy it. There's one of each. Like there's a version
there's
of it
one with
that
a
holds a
disc
disc
drive
and one that has no disc at all.
Yeah.
Which I would probably just get the one with no disc at all.
I would get the one with the disc just in case.
It's an extra $100.
Yeah, that's fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Goes from 500 to 600.
Disc drives are worth it, though. You know what I mean? I wish I love this laptop. The only drawback is it doesn't have a disc drive. And I wish it had a disc drive.
That's just where we're different.
And look, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's like there's so many times that because I still use discs frequently for different things. And like I wish this laptop had a disc drive because I come across old PC games all the time and they're disc, you know. And I want to play them, but I don't have a disc drive I'm sure I could buy one either from Goodwill or something that would be compatible with this. But there's just like nothing that I use that I want to, you know what I mean, like use with this.
The best thing to do would be just get into PC whenever, like instead of trying to get a better laptop.
Honestly,
especially if we find a place, like if we find a place and we move in, like next big, like long-term big investment you should have.
It's just a nice PC.
Well, really, actually, first thing would be like a bed, like a good bed.
Well, I have a good bed.
Do you?
Yeah. I still have the bed I had in Columbia.
And that's a good bed, or is that just a mattress?
It was a nice, it was a mattress, but it was like a nice mattress because we paid a lot of money for it.
Paying a lot of money doesn't always translate to good bed.
But I mean, like, it sleeps good, it's comfortable. I never wake up with back pains, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I pretty much just slept on it for like 2 years, then put it in storage.
And it's just sitting in storage?
Now I've taken it out so Kristen can use it, but
okay, that's the bed. Okay, I got you.
But she's gonna get one eventually, because
I take back what I said then. Fuck the bed and PC. Boom. There you
go. But you know what I mean? It's a bed that's barely been used.
Yeah.
And when it's been used, it's had a mattress topper on it, so it's like pretty much kept the mattress like. Kristen hasn't put a mattress topper on it, and I'm like, bro, like we gotta get a mattress topper for this bed.
Some mattress topper.
So that goes on top. And like all the sweat and like the skin cells or whatever that come off while you're sleeping, instead of them getting soaked through the sheets into the mattress, it just goes into the mattress topper that has like this waterproof like seal on the bottom and keeps the mattress from getting ruined. Because your mattress doubles in weight after 8 years just from all the sweat and the dead skin cells that come off while you're sleeping, which is disgusting but a true fact.
See, I would just go get a new bed.
But see, like, you can keep it preserved and keep it where it's not going to fucking wear out, you know?
Not forever, though.
Not forever, but longer than it would normally. And for as much money as a mattress costs, like, I mean, it saves you so much.
Probably, but
for, like, nothing. Because a mattress topper is, like, maybe $50 at the most.
Yeah, but mattresses are getting, like, cheap and better.
That's fair. I mean, did you...
Like, especially if you go to, like, Satva online, Satva Luxury, like, there's no middleman. Like, their mattresses are incredibly... Here, we're going to look up Satva Luxury mattresses. Because maybe one day they'll sponsor us. Satva.
How you spell that?
SAATVA. Satva mattress.
Okay, so it was an old TV box of some kind, not a DVD player.
Oh, okay, the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like all these, like they're excuse me. The most popular is the luxury hybrid inspring, and it's $800. That's such a good price. $800 for like a bed is incredible. Hold on, shop. And then so select size. Like if I wanted a king for this high plush soft luxury firm. So the final price, $1,600 for a king size Satva classic, like the classic Satva.
Kristen's here.
Literally an award-winning mattress. Where do you win an award? But you know what? I'll take it. Award-winning.
It's probably
mattress.
like how trucks win awards all the time. Like this is the truck of the year. Like you know what I mean, with the best suspension and best tailgate and best pickup drive. That kind of shit. And it's always like some weird W name that's like the name of the award, like Welshberg or something German.
No.
Or Welsh.
No. I don't know.
Motor Trend Truck of the Year. That kind of shit. Like
That's a good point. I have heard that before.
And it's like a deep ass voice telling you, so that way you know it's a really masculine person that drives that truck. I love 90s truck commercials because it's just that and trucks driving on like somewhat rough terrain. It's not even like really rough terrain, but just somewhat rough. And they're like built tough. Did you know Chevy's little quote thing in the 90s was built like a rock?
Built like a rock?
Built like a rock.
What does that mean? Rocks aren't built. Rocks are found. No one makes rocks.
And like their thing was
I don't understand.
Was a Ford truck. Like Ford's competition was them. Like Ford's commercial was Ford pulling a Chevy truck up a mountain. So Chevy made a commercial where a Chevy truck was pulling the mountain that the Ford truck was driving the Chevy truck up.
You can make bismuth. Kristen, shut the hell up. That's a gym, first of all. It's not a rock. I mean, I guess it's a rock, but it's not a rock.
Built like a bismuth. People would be like,
that would be better. They'd be like, whoa, what's a bismuth? Is it
like a bismuth, not even like a really strong rock.
Is it? Is it not? I don't know.
And now Ford's thing is built
like a diamond.
Have you seen the thing where like they pulled like 87 log trailers with a Chevy truck too?
No, but
it's ridiculous. What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do it, Charlie.
It sounds evil, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like something from a horror movie. Like The Conjuring. And then like
it's like Graydon, what was that?
And then I can see Hans Zimmerman on the UD commentary going like, yeah, so we wanted to make it sound like nails are scratching a wall, so we just took some nails and scratched the wall and then really corrected it in the soundboard.
We wanted to make it sound like there were footsteps of a giant, but they had some kind of weird like harmonic
we wanted to make
overtone to them.
We wanted to really have this spooky feeling, so we just like had Charlie jerk off a spring.
Wait, jerk off a what?
A spring.
A
spring.
I was like, what? What do you mean a spring? What's a spring? Like what? Like a meadow spring, like with water? Like I was like, how do you jerk off water?
It's already wet, Charlie. That's how you jerk it off.
What?
There you go. That's it. That's what I said right there. So the reason you want to know why I know so much about the history of Chevy and Ford commercials?
I don't. But I think you're gonna say it anyway.
So one night I was like,
look at that.
I wonder what truck commercials used to be like. So I watched like 3 hours of YouTube videos about truck commercials from like the 50s all the way up to the late 90s. And let me tell you, those are some interesting commercials. Because all of them are just like, look how much we can pull on a flat surface.
It's like Mike with the fucking history of screwdrivers. It's just.
It's not.
I see my friend talking, but I don't know what he's saying.
But like the thing that's so funny about that to me is like, pulling like a bunch of shit on a flat surface isn't really pulling anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta go up a hill.
Yeah, you either have to go up a hill or like it's just.
Or it
not
has to be a
impressive.
fucking skyscraper.
Yeah. I mean, there's like that Dodge commercial or Ford commercial, where they're pulling like a Boeing 747, and it's like, ooh, look at us, we're pulling this on a flat runway. We got a heavy.
It's got wheels.
We got a heavy.
Guys can
truck.
do it.
Like, or if the thing didn't have wheels, that would be impressive too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, show me pulling a log trailer like 87 log trailers, but without any wheels.
Yeah, like guys can pull a plane, like a
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
Like
Isn't
what?
there somebody that did that?
A lot of people have done that.
Like strapped themselves
Yes,
to a plane and
they've
just
done it
walk?
with like their beard and their fucking ears and shit. Like
Is
one
that- is
one
that-
guy did it with like hooks on his tongue, or his lips and his ears, pulled a fucking like plane.
Oh, this sounds painful.
Yeah, no, it probably was. It looked pretty painful. But what I'm saying
Did
is
he
like
start bleeding?
he only could do that 'cause that shit was on fucking wheels.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure it was heavy and it was hard.
I'm sure it was hard. I'm sure it was heavy. But if a guy can do it, any vehicle
Yeah.
can do it on wheels. Like a moped could do it on wheels.
I would love to see a moped commercial where they hooked like 40 log trailers to it and the moped pulls
I mean, it's
it on
not
a
that
flat
impressive. They
surface.
have those little tiny like tricycle vehicles at airports that like they hook planes to so they can drive the plane around.
Taxi it. That's what they call
Yeah, that like your truck isn't that impressive when I see that shit happening. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that little bitch ass vehicle can do it. Fuck your truck. I don't care if it can move a plane. It needs to move 20 planes with no wheels for it to be an impressive truck. You fucking bitches. God, that pissed me off.
The commercial that I do like, or the thing that I saw that I do like, is like the new Ford truck just getting like pulled by the other truck that isn't even like a 4-wheel drive or anything, with
Yeah.
a phone book holding them together.
That's funny.
That was hilarious. And like I think I showed you that video because they're both like going at it like full
and then
speed.
the fucking bumper.
The Ford just is like like spinning wheels and then starts getting pulled like little by little by the truck, and by the other one is nothing.
What was I about to say?
I don't know. We've been talking about like weirdly guy stuff for the last
Like 10 minutes?
yeah. Like it started out with computer parts, then it started getting the trucks. Next thing you
Shit.
know, we just gotta talk about football now.
You did that thing. I was gonna say a thing, and now I can't remember the thing. God, I hate when this
Was
happens.
it about football?
No, it was
about
about
Tom
what we were
Brady?
talking about. What were we talking about?
And the Buccaneers.
What were we talking about?
Did we talk about how
No, what were we just talking about?
the truck thing? Where he's
Like
pulling
before that, we got like kind of away on a tangent for a
the
second.
moped, anything can be pulled, like if it has wheels on it, on any like on a flat surface.
I'm sad. I can't remember. It's gone, I think.
Well, I'm sorry, Charlie. You want to know something fun that'll make you feel better?
I don't know. Your fucking fun shit is not always fun to me.
So you know how the Buccaneers have a cannon that they pull out on the field and fire anytime they score?
No?
They couldn't do it during the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl officials are like, that might give you a winning edge.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you the fucking winning edge. Tom Brady.
So Tom
Tom
the
Brady's
thing
the
is,
winning edge.
whenever I first heard about that, I was like, oh, is it because of Corona? Like maybe like stirring up the air or some shit or whatever. Like roughly, you know what I mean? I was like, because we've heard about crazy shit happening because of Corona, so it's not that far
I guess.
out of left field. And then they're like, no, it might just provide the other team a winning edge just because they have a cannon that they fire every time they score. Which, by
Because,
the way,
firing the cannon gives everybody a 5% boost. 'Cause video game logic.
Which, by the way, if they had fired the cannon at that game on Sunday, like, oh my God, they would have been firing it like every fucking 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, not really.
The score looked rough. I
The
didn't
score
see
looked
the
rough,
game.
but it was 31-9. I mean, that's
Was
not
it a
like
close game before that? I mean, did you watch it at all?
yeah, it was never close.
It
So
was never?
I think the Chiefs scored first. They were up 3-0, and then it was all over.
I'd say they just went for the field goal then, huh?
They didn't score a touchdown.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they must
They-
have gone for
Yeah,
field
they
goal.
went for a
after-
field goal for the first points, and then they scored 2 more. The Chiefs did not score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Was
Three-
were people betting on that?
Probably.
Oh, we should've
Somebody
bet on that.
somebody had a prop bet against Patrick Mahomes that he wouldn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and it was like 8-1.
And he
So if
won.
you bet $1,000, you
You
get
win
eight. You get $8,000.
Oh, we should have bet that.
And he did that. Nah, I will never bet on sports. Sports betting is fucking terrifying.
But imagine if we had a time machine. Like, if we had a time
I mean,
machine, we could
yeah,
go back and bet.
That's
on
literally the fucking plot
or Back
to
to
Back to the
Future.
Future too. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those crazy things where it's like, do we do this? What do we do?
I mean, did you ever have any doubt that Tom Brady was going to lose?
If I'm being super real,
Yeah.
no. I really always thought he was gonna win. The whole time I thought he was gonna win. Like so many people were tweeting right before like Tampa Bay is who I want to win. Kansas City's who I'm betting on because they're probably gonna win. Like it's just statistics and shit. And I was like, you guys are not taking into account this is a home game Super Bowl. Tom Brady slept in his own bed the night before that game. He was at home with his family. He was hanging out at home. He was comfortable. He didn't have to travel. He got to eat what he wanted. He went to the office to work that day, which is the Super Bowl. He went there and he fucking knocked everybody out of the park because he was at home and he's Tom Brady and he's done it 6 times and there's no nerves anymore. Patrick Mahomes was 6 when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl.
He was nervous.
Dude, so many people were like, "Hey man, I'm just saying. I think the Chiefs. The Chiefs." And I was like, "I think you're all. Am I the crazy one for thinking you're all dumb? Because these are all like people fucking sports. I'm not a sports person,
and these are all people that know sports.
Yeah, so. And I'm like, I'm just a numbers guy. Like I'm just like, how are we betting
like
this?
It wasn't even a debate, Like, and that's why, like, as much as like, because I
can't believe that they were the underdogs going into that Super Bowl.
I get people that are like, well, he's won so many times, and I'm ready for somebody else. Like, I get it. I get where you're coming from. At the same time, like, in my mind, there was never any shot that they were gonna win, except for maybe I was like maybe. The quarterback will be like, you know what, fuck this, I want to show this guy who's boss and like just come on their A game, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, that's kind of slim though, just because like looking at again, like what you were saying, looking at the numbers alone, like he's been to the Super Bowl like fucking.
This was his 10th Super Bowl,
like 10 times,
This was his 10th Super Bowl.
But
I want to say a couple statistics for you real quick, just so you understand.
Okay.
This was his 10th Super Bowl.
Okay.
The only, like, entity in football, not like person, not like one thing has made it to the Super Bowl more than Tom Brady. And that's the New England Patriots as a franchise. He took them to 9 of their 11. Creighton, he's the best ever. It's not even close. Like, people who say otherwise I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get the hate. People hate successful people all the time. But the people that want to sit here and act like literally no franchise has been to the Super Bowl more times than Tom Brady, technically. Like, the New England Patriots have, but not without him. Take them out of the equation. He is the thing that has gone to the Super Bowl more than anything else in football. More than any fucking football. More than any person. More than any franchise. More than any coach. More than anybody. Except maybe a commentator. Maybe there's a commentator that's been like the last 25 of them. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, that happens though,
What?
The commentator.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm saying like skill. Like, it's ridiculous.
Honestly, I thought he was going to win a lot because people were gassing him up. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's just like back when the Panthers went to Super Bowl. Like, that kind of got overshadowed by Peyton Manning, it being, like, his last year playing. And he was going to retire.
You remember that video of Obama looking at Donald Trump and saying, well, you know what, Donald, at least, I'm always going to be one thing that you'll never be, president. And then it just closes in on Donald Trump, and he's just like,
yeah.
And, like, it was like, in that moment, Obama knew he fucked up. And then, boom, literally he's the next president. He's literally the next president. That is the look, say what you will. I don't love the guy. I feel like no one genuinely likes him. Like, there's a lot of people that, like, are fanboys of Donald Trump. But, like, say what you will, whether you love him or hate him, that is the hardest, most cold-blooded shit I've ever seen in my life. The president called out a billionaire.
And then the
billionaire was like, bitch, what?
And then, like,
he said, I got your fucking job.
And then went crazy for, like, 4 years.
For 4 years. Bro, that's the hardest, most cold-blooded shit that's ever happened.
It's the most gangster shit you've ever seen.
Bro, he said, oh, yeah, in 4 years I'll have your fucking job. And he did. He fucking did. He went and got his. He went and took that guy's job, dude. That's the most gangster shit ever. Tom Brady
is gonna be president.
Looked back at Bill Belichick after all those people said Bill Belichick's the reason you won all the Super Bowls. And he looked at Bill, and then he looked at the Bucks. He said, "You guys want to win a Super Bowl?" And my man, bro, he went and he was like, "Time to win." Bro, it was like flawless victory the whole way. Like, look,
when I say lose any games,
they lost some games throughout the season, yeah, but not like they didn't lose a playoff, they didn't lose the Super Bowl. The ones that mattered, they won. Like, dude, like the guy fucking, like what? Like, it's just amazing. It's incredible. It's like one of those things. We're living through that. You know what I mean? Like we're living through that craziness. Like he just fucking decided. Well, guess we're gonna.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
win another one.
There's been a bunch of historical events that happened this past I mean, technically speaking, the past year's been a historical event in itself.
The last fucking 10 years have all been.
But it's
some
like
pretty ridiculous shit.
It's like the last week we had Tom Brady win like his 10th Super Bowl.
Not 7th win. He's been 10 times.
Oh, 7th Super Bowl or whatever it is. Like it's just ridiculous.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Anyways, and then we had like a president getting impeached for a second time, and like fucking, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like a little over a month ago, there's fucking people storming the Capitol. What is happening?
Well, shit that's happened throughout all of history. History repeats itself.
I mean, that's fair.
Nobody learns from history because they think it's a boring subject.
That's fair.
Caroline, dude, I had an argument with Caroline one day. She was like, "Why would I take any history classes in college?" I was like, "What are you talking about? History's
the most.
It's like the most interesting and most important subject. Like really, like that school gives you. Like science is a pretty important one, but only really if you like. Look, there's some base science stuff that isn't hard to forget. Like otherwise, you shouldn't.
Chlorophyll. It's the
if you're going into a science, career, like if you're going into a career in something to do with science, if you're going to be a doctor, but all that, sure, focus on science. If you're getting a communications degree, if you're getting a business degree, let's learn about some fucking history, guys.
Honestly.
Because history repeats itself, and you need to know about the fucking world if you're going to go out in the world and run shit.
Honestly, I'm surprised things haven't gone to shit. You know what I mean? And they have to a certain extent, but like
they have to an extreme extent,
but not like world wars or anything like that.
Yeah, not yet. Well, that's because everyone knows if we go to a world war, the world ends.
Yeah,
that's how that happens. That's what happens next. I mean, not like next, like that's the next thing to happen in line, but that's what happens if a war happens. Like, other than like fucking little skirmishes between fucking India and Pakistan, like where we just go in and we're like, guys, come on, guys, be nice, and we're like pulling people apart or whoever, pick two countries that want to fight. It's like that kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like fucking God damn it, no. Where was I going with this?
Come on, you got this.
The beginning of that. No, what did I just say? Creighton, no, it's happening. It's happening again. What were we talking about before that?
Charlie, you got it.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about before the
right before this.
Thing?
Yes.
The historical events.
Historical events, history, important. No. History's important. Well, let's get back to that.
Yes.
History's fucking important. And my sister, I was mad at my sister. I was like, how can you not, like, think history is important? She was like, because all that shit already happened. Like, what's the point of knowing it now? And I was like, and now it's like times like this where, like, the fucking Capitol gets breached. I just want to look at her and be like,
yes.
Like that SpongeBob meme where he's showing all the diapers.
Yeah.
It's like, huh?
By the way, I need to tell you something. I made Josh laugh so hard today for my SpongeBob reference. You know that thing where like he eats his own chocolate bar and then forgets, like it's Patrick, and he's like,
"I ate my chocolate, and now I'm gonna starve. I'm gonna starve."
And I said that to Josh because I couldn't find anything that I wanted to eat on my tin, and I was like, "I guess I'm gonna starve." And he's like, "What's that from?" I'm explaining it to him. He was like, he just busted out laughing, the hardest I've ever seen Josh laugh.
It's weird,
like turning red, like laughing.
It's weird how sometimes like something is funny. Like I don't know how to describe this. like when you watch something you've seen before, sometimes it just
Yes.
hits different.
It does.
Last night I watched Joe Rogan. I watched part of his stand-up special. I have to show you this specific one too because it's
Okay.
incredible.
Go
After the podcast,
I got you.
but I watched a joke he has about cats, and when I say that sitting by myself in my room, I laughed like a little girl for like 5 minutes straight. So like, dude, I was crying. Like I was like tears streaming down my face, crying from laughter. It's something I've seen like 15 times. It's been a while since I watched it. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Like, I forgot every beat of the joke, and it was just catching me off guard. Like,
John Mulaney gets me like that sometimes.
Bro, that's what was happening. I watched John Mulaney for, like, an hour and was, like, dying. And then, like, Joe Rogan, that one clip, I was like, oh, I remember that being awesome. Let me watch that real quick. And it fucking destroyed me. It was like you go from one level of, like, super hyper funny to a different version of super hyper funny. And you're like, oh, my God, this is so many different... I'm processing so much information. It was so funny. It was so good. I was losing it, dude. God, I can't wait to go watch comedy. I can't wait to go see Tim Dillon in Atlanta. I'm going to find more tickets for other shit. We're going to go do something else. I might try and get tickets to something for like March or April and just say, fuck it, we'll go see something in March or April too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you be down?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm telling you, we're overdue for a road trip anyway.
I just want to go watch
I'm trying to find
entertainment.
God, that video from earlier.
With the turtles?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty easy video to look up if you know all the beats from it. Like, look up the funny part that you said.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we'll end the podcast
Yes.
with.
So, do you want me to tell them what instead of, showing you guys or playing, like, a clip from this video, I'll just tell you
Please,
guys
not
what it is.
beginning of April. Why not April?
Oh, 'cause it's their birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to go, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, why
Like, we
why
could
not
do it
just
for
do
your
something?
birthday,
We could go
but
do
then
something for
she'll
your
have
birthday.
her daughter, though. You know?
Please, not beginning of April.
Our daughter.
Please not, what?
Yeah? Me and you. Our daughter. Kira. She's our daughter now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why not, Kristen? Like not for birthday. Why
Oh,
not?
she doesn't want to go out of town for her birthday. 'Cause that's not what she wants.
Okay, relax.
Yeah.
I'm just asking why.
Come on, Charlie. Get it together.
You're not her. You don't know the reason. Why not, Kristen? Please don't say what he said. I'll be so sad if that's why.
I know her. That's my girlfriend.
She's going to be like, it's not what I want. And I'm going to be like, God damn it, Creighton. Are you still looking at the video?
Yeah.
Are you sad that you can't find it?
Yes.
I'm an asshole. Like, that's all you got to
Well,
look
it
up.
starts out with, like, a long thing about...
Don't look that up. Look up the fucking phrase.
I did. Wait.
Want to do Applebee's like everyone else? Everyone else.
Yeah, Nick went to Applebee's for his birthday. Kayla went to Applebee's for her birthday. It's become a stigma. I'm not going to Applebee's for my birthday.
Me either. I don't like Applebee's enough.
I mean, I like Applebee's. Don't get me wrong, but it's overdone. We've done it too many times. I'll do it for your birthday, Kristen, because I love you. But that's not what I want to do for my birthday.
Applebee's is just
My birthday.
I don't like. I'll go to Applebee's and eat food, but I don't want to go to Applebee's like to celebrate anything for myself. I don't like celebrating shit that much anyway. Like, we've already talked about it. Like, last year's birthday for me was like the most over the top birthday I've had in fucking 15 years. Like, that was maybe the most over the top birthday like that I've ever had, really. Like, in terms of what we went and did, you know. Or Akina's. Ooh, see, Akina's. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If I was gonna
Charlie's
go,
birthday.
if I was gonna go do anything in town for my birthday, it would be go to Akina's and do like hibachi, the right thing. I don't ever do anything for me either. Like, my dad bought me a pair of Skull Candy headphones for my 19th birthday.
I remember those.
And then I still have them. I just need to get them fixed. And then I got something really cool. Oh, my buddy Alberto got me my Game of Thrones Ultra Boosts for my birthday a couple years ago. And then we went to the place. What's that place called? Last year? What's the place called?
Fuck.
Something like Adventure?
Sports Connection.
Sports Connection.
Yes.
We went there and did like laser tag and rock climbing and all that shit.
And then we went to Dave & Buster's after that, didn't we?
Yep. It was a pretty dank birthday. Matt got me, bought my tickets, or not my ticket, like the tokens you use on the card. He bought me those. It was what the kids would call dank. Dankalicious, funky fresh. I had a good time. And
Maybe if I reset my iPhone, I can just scroll and find it. I'm so sad I can't find this video.
It's a what?
It's like a crappy PSA, but it's got like VHS.
There's no way it's not on YouTube.
Well, that's why I've been Googling stuff from it.
Why are you Googling
Not
it?
Googling, typing in stuff from it.
Well, how about you Google it?
Like Google it? Like
yeah, just go to Google and look it up. It'll probably come up right away.
Hold on.
Just type in the quotes from the video. There's no way it's this hard to find. Just go, Creighton, you're not going to find it swiping through iPhone. There's no shot. There's just no shot. Creighton, there's just no way. What are you doing? You're not serious.
I'm close.
No, you're not.
Because this is all stuff that I've saved already.
Did you save it?
I didn't save the video, but this is all stuff I saw right before I saw it.
Oh, my God. This is such good podcasting.
Sorry. I'm going to hold on that for a second. Would you say Google it?
Yeah, just Google the quotes.
Okay.
Like, Google the word. Dude, I can't believe that I'm having to explain to you how to
No, I got
search.
you. I got you.
When's your birthday again? It's like January?
Yeah.
It's April 18th or 12th?
No.
Neither of those?
No, it is the 12th.
Oh, why would you say no?
That was saying no to the 18th. My
Yep.
mom's is the 17th.
You waited until I finished talking and said 12th to say no, though. So you
It looks like there aren't any great matches. Oh, darn it.
I guess that video doesn't really exist. Just go ahead and say what happened.
So
Explain the video.
it's so funny. It starts out with this girl talking about, like, I used to be depressed and, like, with ocean views and stuff. And then I realized I'm an asshole. And ever since then, I'm just a dick to relatives. I, like, park in handicapped spots. And I go to stores and buy boxes of straws just to throw in the ocean.
Because I hate the turtles. Because I'm an ass.
Yeah, and
Have
like,
you seen? Did I
it
show
was
you the
basically
video?
like 2 to 3 minutes of that, and it was amazing.
Did we watch the video on the podcast of the lady talking about stocks?
No.
What?
No.
In her car? The lady in her car?
No, let's do that. That'll be great content.
Oh my God! It's you have no idea. You don't get it yet.
Let's pull it up. And
I
see what it looks like.
am. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God! I'm so excited. Okay.
Okay, well, she's now on the screen with us. It's like she's actually here in the building.
It's like she's here in our
Yeah.
podcast.
All
Okay,
right.
so this was like right when the GameStop thing was happening.
Okay.
Creighton. Well, okay, here we go.
All right, let's see what she's
So
got.
I have been seeing a lot of people online who are like, what is going on with the stock market? Is there anyone who can explain this in normal person terms? And so I decided I want to do that because, like, I own stocks, so I, like, have a pretty good understanding of the stock market. And from what I understand, there are these people
This looks like
who
Korean.
they have lots of money and they have hedges around their house and they go to the market, but it's like not a real market. It's it's metaphorical, but it's real. And they go, that company is not doing well, so I'm gonna make it do worse. So they pull out some papers and they go, who wants to make a deal? They start making deals and they say if this company's good, if it goes down, then I get money from you, and if it goes up, then I'll give you money. But they don't tell you that it's not gonna go up. I mean, they will make it so it goes down. But then there was this online reading club that was like, oh, well, not today.
The Reddit.
We
group.
want hedges too. And so they took
hedge funds.
There's a lot going on.
went into their bank accounts, and then they also went to the market and they were like, buy of the company, and changed it a lot. And so now the initial people with the hedges have to give their hedges, I think, to the other
She is.
Why is she like almost crying?
So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Because it's hilarious. She's a genius. She's a comedian. Like 100% she's a comedian.
Okay.
Like she was doing that like as a person, like knowing, air quotes. Like the big joke was like everyone's all of a sudden a stock market like expert, you know. So she did that. What she is a genius.
I know. I think
Incredibly
I just
intelligent,
like
hilarious.
the way she's explaining it. I don't know.
Was it like well, yeah, exactly. That's the point. You're not supposed to. I feel like you missed the message.
No. I mean, I get it. It's.
When I saw that the first time, I lost my shit. I was laughing so hard. It's so good. It was so funny. Wait a second. Okay, it's over there. But with that said,
With what said?
that just
What did you say?
about that, like that video that I was just saying with the video.
What did you say about it?
Oh my God, I will throw you and your lime green fucking suit.
This isn't a suit. This is a jacket, Charlie. A full suit would be a tie, maybe like a vest of some kind in the middle, and suit pants and shoes that match the suit, along with the belt and a tie pin. That is a suit,
Anyway.
Charlie. Maybe a fancy hat as well, and an overcoat to cover the suit and keep lines from coming up in the middle of it. That, Charlie, that's a suit. Okay, so get your shit together.
I need you to get your shit and get it together. Get your shit to get. When is the new Rick and Morty coming out? Anyway, okay,
Oh, yeah, you
we're gonna
did.
wrap this one up. We love you guys. We will see you all tomorrow for the normal hour of the podcast, probably.
No,
No?
I'm off for tomorrow.
Does that
I
mean
mean,
anything,
do you
though?
want to do it?
Well, I'm just saying, like, even when you're off, that doesn't mean anything. We usually start normal time anyway because you end up doing other shit all day. And, like, saying, I'll be there at 8.
I
and then
mean,
you're
we
just
can, like,
I'm
you
here
know,
at 12.
like it's whatever. Since you're already putting us down in the dumps, then we'll just,
I'm not putting us down. I'm putting you down in the
Hey,
dumps because
look,
you are
you
terrible at
know.
timing. Tonight. You're supposed to be here tonight at, like, 8. You got here at
Look,
9:30.
man, if you want to start us out already in the dumps for tomorrow, I don't want to ruin your fun, okay? We'll just go.
Guys, look at him. I made him sad, guys. Look at his face. Look at his sad face.
Oh!
Did
I
you find
found
the
it.
video?
I've
If you found it, we're going to watch it and then end the
spot
podcast.
in invitation.
Just watch
So
it.
this isn't it,
Oh, okay, never mind.
but this is like the type of stuff that I've been talking
No,
about.
that's okay. We don't need to watch that. We should watch. Well, we'll try and find it, and then we'll have it for tomorrow's episode, and that's what we'll start off on.
Oh, that looks good. I'm putting that on my watch later.
Anyway,
Sorry.
We'll
it's-
see you
it's
guys
something that came
tomorrow.
up in the suggestion.
we'll see you guys tomorrow for the normal podcast, and goodbye.
Goodbye. I love you all.
I love you all.
I really love you all.
I love all of you so much.
I will touch-
fucking kill you, Creighton. Shut up. I love you
I
all.
will touch each of you in the heart.
I'll do that, but only if you're 18 and up.